Hey chat, how are you doing? How are you feeling? We are back. We are live. We are back. I know I said on Monday might not go live today, but you know what? Oh, that's not the button I wanted to press. You know what? I thought why not? I thought we're not gonna be live again until Saturday. May as well stream now. Gonna be a short one because it's 7:30. It's 7:30, and I'm pressing all the wrong buttons is what I'm doing. I need to be up at 6:30. Uh yeah. Yeah, 6:30. Because I need to, yeah, I think. Let me look at my phone. Yeah. So obviously I don't want to go to sleep overly late today. I'm very tired today for some reason. I actually got like a decent amount of sleep last night as well because obviously I didn't stream last night because it's Tuesday. But today I wasn't in charge, and normally when I'm not in charge, the earliest I'll be brought in is 9. So at least I get a bit of a lie-in. I say that I don't get, more than normal. I sleep more than a bit longer than normal by like half an hour if I'm in at 9. But today I was rated in for 10. Fucking unheard of. Unheard of. I was in for 10. So I managed to get about 9 hours of sleep, which is pretty good for a work day. Pretty good for a work night. For some reason, I thought, oh, I'm gonna get 9 hours. I'm gonna, my alarm wake me up, or I'll wake up slightly before my alarm and I'll feel refreshed. And no, that didn't happen. I feel like I was more tired today than I was than I am when I run off 7 hours, which is most days. Like, I haven't had to have an energy drink. I've been trying to drink less energy drinks. I used to have one a day. I haven't had one in over a month. Maybe even 2 months. Like, I haven't had one for the longest time. I have the occasional coffee at work that I get by at work, but I've gone off energy drinks. I had one today. I broke my streak. I had one today. I had to. I couldn't focus. I was literally like, I was dazed. I could not focus. And it was hell. I was so tired and I just couldn't stop yawning either. And now I'm yawning now. I've been yawning all day and I can't stop. I don't know the scientific reason for yawning, because today it was yawn after yawn. It was like, when you have a sneezing fit? If you replaced sneezing fit with yawns, that's what I looked like. Like, I was waiting for someone to ask if I was okay. I looked mad. So it got to a point where I was just keeping my hand in front of my mouth because I was like, I know I'm gonna yawn. It's happening again. I know I'm gonna yawn again. So there's no point bringing my hand down then up every time I need to yawn. That's such a what makes you yawn. Yawn is triggered by a combination of physiological, neurological, and social factors, including tiredness, boredom, brain cooling, and contagious social cues. Boredom makes sense. Boredom while I'm at work makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I'm doing it now though. Doesn't help that whenever I start yawning a lot as well, I just look like I'm crying because my eyes water. Yeah, I yawn a lot though, to the point where it's getting like annoying. Just constant yawning. People are worried about like sneezing fits. I'm worried about yawning fits because once I start, I just can't stop. And I look like I'm crying. And everybody at work thinks I'm crying. Which I know happens a lot, but that's beside the point. It's just gonna keep happening now. This is another reason I can have a webcam. I spend too much of my time yawning. Okay. Let's game. Okay. Let's see, we got the hospital last time. But today it is the fish market, so we need to go into here. Did we... Yes, we did. Okay, cool. I was just checking we got rid of all the Halloween decorations and shit. Alright. Okay. That's got a lot. That's got a lot. So that's going to sell more. And travel sells well. Travel sells well. I know that. Oh. Let's do... Let's do that. It's so snowy! Have a look. Oh. Ooh. I do actually like it. I like it quite a bit. So you're missing a mascot thing. Well, good luck with that. But us old folks won't say nothing. Don't be grassing anyone up. See, okay, I want to catch it. I want only non-fiction. And I love all kinds of different books about travel. Travels. There's a travel book. There you go. See, Cass is never around to see this. Yay, Bailey. Oh, I really thought crime and drama would sell better, not gonna lie. Bloody hell. Plants, rocks, or animals. I don't have anything with that many pages, but let's see. Okay, this is about moss, which is probably the closest thing I have to... There you go. Oh, right. Note for next time. More fact. I just need to... I reckon I'll fill the whole one on the right-hand side of travel. Do probably 2 things of fact. Hi, cutie. Hi, oh, hi. Who's my... Oh, the dog. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty well myself, enjoying the fresh air. By the way, how's your investigation with Fern going? I can't help but find it rather funny. That mascot looks so silly after being deflated. Need more fancy. Okay. So, fantasy, fact, and travel. Note self. Fantasy, fact, and travel. Dude! Oh. Anything. Keep an eye out for fact and stuff, but... Right. It is just a random day. Okay, so I've got all 5 things here. I should probably... We go back to the cafe. We haven't been to the cafe in a bit. We need to discover more things about this. to... Yeah, let's go cafe. We haven't been cafe in a while. Fact, travel, crime, classic. Never imagined this day would truly come. When my bookshop could sit here entirely empty, it's quite a shame. But it was time, wasn't it? Not as good as my feet anymore. The old hip has been bothering me recently, so thank you again for lending a hand. Anyway, I'm not sure how I feel. Relieved, nostalgic, regretful? I'll sleep in it for now. See you another time, dear. If whoever kind of a new crime novel. Have this. Yay. There we go. That's another one completed. Here she comes. Hey, visiting cafe again, are we? Yeah, you're quite a regular, but let's face it, who in this town isn't? My friends are always surprised that I can remember everyone's standard order, but I've been helping out ever since I was a teen. Every school holiday, I'd come to Bookshop to stay with my man. Oh, my nan, not my man. Oh God. Then she'd show me how all the drinks were made. It's funny, you know. My dad always tried to talk me into holidays at the beach or theme park, but I just wanted to come here to this cafe. I suppose I always wanted to be like my nan. She's so strong-willed and nobody can tell her how to run her business or her life. Just wish she'd slow down a bit now that she's in her 70s. Well, that's probably never going to happen. Anyway, I have to get back to my shift, but thanks for stopping by. Very good. Your customers seem pleased. Yay. Well done. You've completed your first step towards becoming a world-class bookstore business. Now, let's see if your good sense for book recommendations also translate into a good eye for decoration. The compendium says that any good business will show proper decorum. I'm intrigued to see if you can match the Liberty's classy interior decor. Let me have a look here. I dare say your taste is already very sophisticated. Oh, there you go. Did not expect that, I admit. But credit where credit is due, dear. I will introduce the next challenge to you tomorrow then. So very niche. Pop science a bit dull. I couldn't find anything in the library. Give you something niche. That's just not helpful at all. Something that everyone knows. Everyone knows Death Note. Where's Death Note? Everyone knows this. What? Am I misunderstanding the definition of niche? It's something you recommend to a very specific type of person, isn't it? Oh. Wait. No, wait. Hold on. Specialized segment of the market for a particular kind of product or service. That just doesn't help me. Bloody hell. Yay! Okay. Tilled surgery today, so we're gonna go to the hospital. Oh, we have to. Never mind. Right. Fact sold really well last time. I'm gonna do that. I just remember last time running out of fact books very fast. I guess the pregnancy must have... Wait, pregnancy? Oops, I've said too much. Anyway, how's your mum? You had to ask after Tilde. Surgery's apparently gone well, but I've not yet been able to see her. I'm afraid that I will take a few more hours until she's well enough for visitors. But her caregivers have assured me that we should be able to look in on her in the evening. It's still quite worrying, is it not? I'm very aware of the risks that come with surgery like this, so I'm having trouble going home. Maybe, yes. I should wait and decide till we have more news. If you join me after your work is done, I'm sure Tilde would like to see you. I want a tragic tearjerker. I'm gonna go for character-driven novels. try that. There you go. There you go. Sold enough books. I need time to read and look for a new hobby. Okay. Hobby and life advice. Birds? You could bird watch. Here, life advice on how to cook and teaching you how to cook. There you go. There you go. Okay, so I need to do more drama than 10, I think. I could probably get away with not bringing any fantasy or kids books because I haven't sold any. So I could probably get away with just not doing that next time. Money. Yeah, so maybe I could get rid of the kids in fantasy next time and just do replace them with drama. Ah! Marion greets you right by the building's entrance, impatiently shooing you along the direction of the lifts. She still looks tired, but her hair is pulled into a tight bun again, and her clothes have been smoothed in an effort to look fresh. Like most hospitals, this building is a maze of white hallways that all look the same. Miriam, however, leads the way without hesitation. With a slight prick in your chest, you wonder how many times she's been here before, worried about a loved one. Finally, the two of you knock politely on the white door of a patient room and quietly head inside. The first hospital you see isn't Tilde's. A woman of similar age greets you with a crinkled smile over her gossip magazine. Of course, Tilde has a bed by the window. You pass by a separating curtain that's only half drawn, and finally relax for the first time. You can feel Miriam do the same beside you, as you both see Tilde awake and smiling, although clearly groggy from the recent nap.
Oh.
You're alright. Of course I am, silly. I told you I would be. I'm being treated like royalty here, despite my moral objections to any such institution. The only thing lacking in this place is entertainment. My eyes are a little too tired for reading, so I've been relying solely on Giselle's delightful stories here. Of course, I should have known you wouldn't be able to rest for even a minute. I rest enough, darling. In fact, I do nothing but rest. But would it be too much for me to ask my young visitor to fetch me a few things before the next visit? Anything you'd like? How kind of you, dearie. I appreciate you helping out. Now, I've been telling Giselle about my favourite board game. Could you pick it up from Mega Marsh for us? Okay. Good, thank you, dear, and thank you for coming to visit me. It really was lovely to see you today. Thank you for coming with me. Now, please give us a moment alone. Yes, ma'am. She's really scared, and you were there for her. Emotional support memory. How nice. Right, we need more fact books. We need to go back to the lighthouse. Let's go. Oh. Not that I loved Caesar less, but I loved Rome more. Wait. Thomas said I get to be Brutus. What if I play him better than you? Right? What? That's so unfair. Stick semper tyrannus. Or tyrannus, however you say that word. What are you guys arguing about? Beware of tides of March. No, not the tides of March. The ideas of March. Ides? Wasn't I'd? It's decided. Me and newly formed Lighthouse Theatre Troupe will put on my own cut of the tragedy of Julius Caesar very soon. Now we need to procure the necessary resources, especially because we need to build a stage. I heard you were somewhat of a patron of the arts. How would you like to become an executive producer of our production? The cost of greatness. Help Thomas stage a production of Julius Caesar's by funding the funding? You'd be covering our material expenses, and I can offer you a percentage of ticket sales in return, yes? Marvellous. I'll be back tomorrow with a list of things you need. And you? Just bring your wallet. My what? Yes. You look up plants or rocks or animals. There you go. Oh look, that's where it's going to be, look. You got no book for me? Bonus points were written by a woman from this century. Here. Written from a woman and from this century. Right, is that going to be anything out here at any point. Okay, so fantasy sold kind of. Classic didn't sell as much as I thought. Back didn't sell as much as I thought. Drama did sell quite a bit. Nothing sold overly well apart from drama. Even that didn't really get close to selling out. Kids didn't sell anything. Okay. 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 I reckon we'll go to the Mega Marsh on that day, but then on the 9th and the 11th we'll go to, and probably on the 12th as well, we'll go to the university, just because I feel like we can make a lot of money from that if we extort that opportunity of going there when it's a lot of money. We don't go here very often, so let's go here. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, there. Should I have a look out here? Oh, I have read this. Never mind. No man. I need to stop doing that. I keep putting holes in ceilings. I told Amia there's a vampire out there in the forest and she didn't blink. She's only 7. So it's a bit scary this time, okay? Right, okay, who knows who to know? Ow! Full dark, no stars. Whoa, sounds gnarly. Not sure about that one. That book came with a warning. That's how you know it's good. Oh, it hurts to leaf through your pages today. Practiced guitar for 3 hours yesterday, now my fingertips are trashed. But I suppose it's a good sign, isn't it? I feel a lot more motivated these days. Yeah. So, what do you think? Can you feel all the stories that must have taken place here between the old stone walls? As a kid, I used to come here with my pioneer group, and we'd play knights and royals. Good memories. Right. What's selling around? Oh, quite a lot actually. Not classic though. Classic's not selling well. Fact's selling really well. I had a feeling. Drama's not. Crime is selling alright. Fantasy's selling really well. And so's kids. Kids selling well. I wish there was a place to write this down. Okay, so what did I say? I said it was going to be a mega march today, didn't I? Let's do that. I'm just like having fun with where I'm putting all these books now. Right. Oh. Oh, the rundown, yeah. Am I meant to be finding something around here? I'm running out of things to click, is the problem. Going, he went to visit Sue in the hospital. How's she doing? We were thinking of her during a surgery day, you know. So if there's anything we can do to help, I hope she lets us know. Actually, it reminds me, Miriam called ahead and said to give you this. Yay! Yeah. Sue's favourite gift, her my best to I already miss our little chats at the checkout. Anyway, how are things? I'm still the same, songwriting whenever I can, although it's a lot easier these days. Maura has some amazing ideas too, and collaborating with her is always the best. I still thought I'd come by to see what else I can find, you know, inspo-wise. So do you have any super niche topics for me? Something no one else reads? So I want something historical setting. Yep. Name Reverse seems dope. Thanks, mate. These kinds of books will give me the wildest ideas for lyrics. So I have pick up my kid a bit and partial to a plot twist. We're starting a new series. Why is it changing to a municipal town? That's how he's never get his job. There's oh. Number 4, so that's a multi-part series. There we go. Where's the... Surely I'm meant to be collecting evidence. I just don't know where from. I need to do more crime, more drama, more fact, less classic. Is it more travel, more fact, more crime, more drama? Wasn't supposed to be. The problem is I'm running out of fact, and those are the ones I want to sell. Hi, Cass. I'm not gonna do any kids' books. I'll do a few fantasy, but I'm not gonna do any kids. books. I'll do 4 fantasy. And do the rest like that. Oh, bollocks. We're going to university, so I don't think I say that, but I'm the age I should be in university, but here I am. We chuck some fantasy books in there. Oh, why does it have to be exam season again? Just relax. I dropped my notes. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Minus everything because of stress students. I wish I'd known that before. Sorry, I stayed up for 3 hours last night. Need to suboptimal brain function, but I still have more revision to do, so bye. I'm gonna buy some of these purely for the sense that I want to see if they'll sell any more fact books, because I'm running out. If a new piece of my collection, I love story set in the past. Process makes me summer tone. Oh, you wanted a love. Oh, oops. What has Zan been up to? Zan has been working. That's all I've been up to. What do you have to say? Anything literary value? Literary value. To be good for character-driven novels. Character-driven. Yeah, ill working. There you go, yay. Well, you're more knowledgeable than I thought. I will add The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde to my research list, and I will return tomorrow for the next title. Good day. I also really like that story. Okay, so, come again. Bring loads of fact books and classic, because those are the only two that just wouldn't admonish about my upcoming exams. It's annoying that I'll miss them, but there's too much going on at the moment, you know, with Tilda in the cafe. But hey, they're really nice to advise me on how to take some time off for the year. So drama, fact, classic, and from the looks of it, kids are not affected by the exam season. But even so, I'm not selling as many books as I thought I was going to. So maybe I'm not going to come here as much as I thought I was going to. Close up shop. Away we go. They have to come for me to book. Yeah, that's an idea. I need fact books. I'm really trying to get them to put some fact books up for sale. Blue business consultant. You know what? You should take that up. I mean, the blasted pirates are here again. At it again. What? Oh. Yeah, pirates, yeah. Yeah, that's who did that, yep. Thing is, it's like giving me a big red button and saying, don't press that red button. I've got to shoot the cannon. No. See, what I was gonna say, Cass, before some pirate decided to shoot a cannonball through the ceiling, is I'm not personally looking for any advice, but I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who'd love your such amazing advice. You know, I personally don't need it, but there's plenty of people out there who would love your amazing advice and who would really benefit. Here's your day. Just got a fact book. Oh, did I forget to put classic? Fuck. Oh, Cass, why didn't you say I forgot to put classic? No, Cass, that's not what I said, that's not what I said. You said to me, God damn it, you, you really, you know what? Touche. Yeah, I can't, yeah, okay. Fair enough. Oh, god damn it. Squid rock, what do you think it means? I think it's probably from the moon, yeah. Sorry, I hope you didn't have to investigation. Did you find you did it yet? I didn't, and I don't know how I'm meant to. Nature. Nature. Don't know. Haven't read it, so I don't know. What? What? Hey, I got an achievement for selling 20 travel books in a day. Apparently. Surprised it's the first time I've done that. I would have thought I would have done that before. That was very loud. It caught me off guard. It scared me actually a little bit. Yay! Close up shop. Go home. Home, 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 home. Yes. 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 So many books. I have so many apart from fact. It's sunny. No, Alright, let's... Oh, where did I go? I don't want to go there. Let's go... Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's go... Okay, let's go back here. So, what we learned last time. Fuck, I forgot. Drama, fact, a lot of fact. Kids, I didn't put any kids books out, but it didn't say it was... I don't know if it said, it didn't say that because, you know, then we're going to do, was it crime or drama that was affected? Does anybody remember? My brain no work. I can't remember if it was drama or crime, so we're just gonna do drama. Book. Book. Give. Give anything of literary value. Right, here we go. Books written by a woman. I tend to read classics. Niche. Oh my god, I don't know what niche means. I mean, I do. I've researched it multiple times, but I can never seem to get it right. Right. I've got to think about this. She likes niche books. What does that mean in terms of her? But she wants a classic. She says, I tend to enjoy the classics. And when you think of classics, you think of like Shakespeare and stuff like that. And she goes, but she likes niche books. So what does she want? People do be complicated. I have this. What's this? Just growing up in womanhood. Is that coming of age show reflects part of Walcott's own youth? I don't know. So complicated. Bud. Are you referring to the song that's like, why do you have to make things so complicated? Because now I've got it stuck in my head. I've got to find this. As soon as you said it, I was like, I know exactly what you're on about. Have this. I don't know. Yeah! Oh, you're more than I thought. I have no idea. What's this? I have to admit, I'm impressed. No one's ever matched my literary expertise before. Yay! You should have this. I won't feel all that stress for that. Is it based on my expectations to get to you? Spent a minute longer at study hall. What a depressing place. Distracting too. Back in the school, I had no problem doing my work in the busiest places. During Dad's rehearsals in Liberté, during summer break, no idea how I did that. The place I've kind of feeling calm and concentrated today is in here. You ever thought about letting people in study in here? Lo-fi study sessions. You might have to move things around decoration-wise, but I'm sure it'll be a massive success. I've already nailed it. What can I say? Should have stopped more drama. Went to a pot. Uh-oh. You love fantasy. I don't have any fantasy. Patron likes his song. Honestly, same. I'm vibing right now. Almost says about cell structure, I'll start screaming. I can't be the only one, right? Everyone on campus seems a bit out of it. You don't have to have a cure for academic brain fog, do you? Maybe something illustrated with barely any words in it, or historical fantasy where universities don't exist yet. Complicated. Nice. Oh, another fact finder achievement. Sell 20 fact books in a day. Would you look at that? Is there an achievement like that for every book? You sell 20 in a day and you get an achievement. Oh, from Tilde. 1 to 12, year 1. How lucky I am not to have to do it all alone. I have neighbours who carried my shopping out when I couldn't. I have friends who asked after me. They accompanied me to appointments and who commiserated me about feeling old and useless. I have community full of people who cared, who maintained my garden for me when I couldn't, who told me they had the same surgery and I didn't need to worry, and who sent flowers and cards to my room today. It's hard to put on the page how grateful I feel for all of them. Your friend Tilde. Let's go to the hospital and visit Tilde. Oh, it's you. Your little shop attracts quite an interesting crowd, doesn't it? You see, if you love people watching, there's always so much to learn. We can trust you, right? You won't spill the beans? Good, because I heard that Jenny has a massive crush on new phlebotomist? Really? Jenny, from orthopedics? No, gods no. Jenny, the physical therapist with the purple hair? Oh yeah, I mean, they would look good together, wouldn't they? If you know Jenny, she'll never ask them out. Maybe those two just need a little push. Recommend 5 romance titles. Ooh, romance alert. Any books lying around? What the hell? Strange paramedic, hey you. I've had a look around your shop and... Yeah? It's a bloody death trap in there. You should really get that fixed before someone sews the socks off your feet. Equip free safety items. That your bookshop was up to code by having free safety items equipped. That happened to me once. There's this incident with the... never mind. So what's it going to be? I can open up with some totally legit surplus safety gear. Sounds suspicious? Not at all 100% legit. Take a look. You know what? I'll give it to you. A fire extinguisher is probably a good idea. And so is that. Good thing you stopped by. Alright, so half of this exam should manage, right? Only right now I can't really hear my thoughts because my heartbeat is too loud and I feel nauseous and I might pass out. And I think I've forgotten every word I've read, so all I can count on is sheer luck. Please keep me in your thoughts for the next 3 hours. But at least after this one, the semester is over and I'll be done with exams forever. Alright, there I go. Good luck. Where is everyone? I'm open! She goes another year and buy more books. You're so cruel. Sure myself today, I wouldn't mind if there was romance. Something mysterious would be nice. Yeah! Heartstopper! Oh wait, a fan favourite. A fan favourite. Everyone's favourite. Heartstopper always works. I'll never forget the day I was at work and this girl walked up to me and was like, "Is your tattoo a Heartstopper reference?" I went, "Yeah." And then we talked about Heartstopper for ages. It was great. It was a great time. I'm so glad to finally get some fresh air. The rooms in here are very cozy, but after a week inside, this is much better. Thanks for coming back to look in on me again. I'm doing alright. Still quite sore and everything, but that's normal, I suppose. At least the doctors are saying that my recovery goes splendidly. Anyway, do you have any news? Is that the breakneck I see there? That game is my favourite. I'm going to introduce it to Giselle. She won't even know what hit her. And if you don't mind, I have another favour to ask. I had a visit from Walter yesterday and he insisted making my new favourite fish finger sandwich. Said something about needing to bolster my strength. Sentimental old sod. Could you pick it up from him for me? Tilde comfort food, you pick it up waterfront. Yeah, okay. Terrific, thank you. What do you have? It's the Heartstopper leaves. And they go and they wrap around my arm. Yeah. Yeah, that's my newest tattoo. That's a tattoo I got at the start of this year. I got it in January, I think. I do have a quite like filling story. Wouldn't mind a book of. Okay. There you go. Perfect. Are you trying to decide what you want for a first tattoo, or specifically a Heartstopper tattoo? My first tattoo was a more sentimental one. It was both my father's birth flowers. I got both my dad's birth flowers on my arm. That was my first tattoo. Yeah, that's why, like, I wanted, because eventually my arm is going to be like a collage. It's going to end up like a sleeve, but it's going to be like a collage of memory things. Things that I look at and go, oh, that reminds me of when I did this, and that reminds me of when I did that. So I wanted something. I considered getting like a cassette. What's it called? What's the thing inside a cassette called? Like a cassette tape? I could see something like that wrapped around my arm and getting like pictures in all the different things. But then I thought that'd be quite bulky. I feel like there wouldn't be much space between. So I was like, what means a lot to me? And I was like, Heartstopper. So I was like, and so the leaves are more of like they wrap around to create a partition, so that in all the gaps I can put other tattoos to make up a collage. Yeah. I mean, you could do like, you could have tattoos of other things just kind of dotted round, and then just have the leaves randomly dotted in between to kind of fill in the little random gaps that are created between the tattoos. Now I'm gonna want to see it when it's done. Oh. Yeah, definitely have a think about it first, like, yeah, definitely have a think about it. It, like, the sentimental tattoo for my father's, for my dad's, that was like, I designed that tattoo myself, and I had it sat in my camera roll in like an album for the longest time. I think over a year, because I thought, if I have it in my, if I have it in my thing for a year, and by the end of that year I still see it and I don't get sick of it, then clearly I like it enough to have it on my body for the rest of my life. But if by the end of a year I look at it and go, oh, don't really feel that, then obviously I know that that wasn't a, then I wouldn't have liked to have it tattooed. Get some sketches ideas from artist friends who are yeah. That's the best way to do it. That's the way I did it anyway. Like, I have loads of other tattoos I'm gonna get done. I tend to get them like in like December and January, February, because that's just when I have off of work. I don't work those months, so I tend to get them then because it's just easier because I'm just free. So I have like all year to plan what I'm gonna get, and then I just get a bunch in bulk. But the Heartstop one was my biggest tattoo. That's the one that took the longest. I think it took about 6 hours. So I think we started around 11, we ended about 5. So yeah, exactly. What was that for? That was for the Heartstopper one. Because it went because it goes all the way from my hand up to my collarbone. So it's all up, it's the whole way length of my arm. And it's coloured in as well. So it was a long tattoo session. And a lot of money. Collarbone. Painful. Not, it was weird. It wasn't necessarily painful, like, ow, that hurts. It just makes it very hard, for me anyway. Like, I felt like I couldn't breathe because it was so close to the bone. And part of it is on the bone. It's like the vibrations going through the bone, and then because of how strong the vibrations are and where it is, obviously collarbone's like right by your neck, so it just, the vibrations made me feel like I couldn't breathe. So like she did it, and that was the only part where she had to like stop. Like the rest of the time I just let her get on with it, like no matter how much pain I was in. I was like, if I ask her to stop, I'm still gonna have to get it done, so I just let her carry on. But with that was like the only time I had to ask her to like give me a minute, because I just felt like I started panicking because I was like, I can't breathe. And she was like, you are breathing. I was like, it doesn't feel like I'm breathing. Yeah, it's not, so yeah, collarbone isn't painful. It's more just like, you've just got to stay calm. It just, the vibrations, or at least my brain went, I can't breathe. But it wasn't like a pain thing, it was just a fear thing. The most painful part for me was the inner bicep. The inner bicep, I was in so much pain. Inner bicep, at least for me, was really bad. I say at least for me because one of the least painful parts of it was on my hand. The part of the tattoo that's on my hand, that was the least painful for me. And my tattoo artist went, that's really weird, because normally people say the hand is one of the most painful parts to do it on the arm. So she was like, that is really weird. I was like, no, the hand was the best. Like that, the hand was the easiest part. I was just like, yeah, all right, go on. So yeah, so it's different for everyone. Everyone's pain tolerances are different. It's weird how like the hand for me was perfectly fine, but the hand for someone else is like really painful. It's funny how that works. It is quite interesting. But yeah, I was glad when it was over. But like, even though I was sat there, I thought the toughest part of the appointment was going to be sitting there for 6 hours. But the time went so fast. I don't know. Like the whole time, I was just listening to music. I wasn't even watching anything. I thought I would want to like need to. I thought I'd need to watch something to keep my brain occupied. But I just had music on the entire time, and time just went really fast. I think it was because I was so just dissociated, trying to like just ignore the pain, that I was just kind of out of it, and the time just went fast, and I was busy. I was talking to her a fair bit. I did a Ticketmaster war in the middle of the day on Tattoo Parlor Wi-Fi. I did. I tried to get tickets for a concert. Piercings between my eyebrows. Uh, yeah, I mean, I thought I was gonna struggle sat there with someone for hours, but I think like the tattoo artist I go to, I've gone to the same one for all my tattoos, and she's lovely. I think when you find a good tattoo artist that you get on with, that's what makes it. Because it's gonna be if there's a tattoo and you just go in there, they just say sat down, and then you're just sat there and they don't speak to you. It's gonna be a different experience. But she was talking with me. She was happy to have conversations. She was like, that one near the end of it. I don't know if I was shaking because I was cold or if it was because I'd been sat there for so long. And obviously, when your body's getting a tattoo, it is a type of trauma. So I don't know if my body started shaking near the end of the 6 hours because of that. But she noticed immediately, went and just turned to her colleague and went, "Can we just turn up the heating a bit?" And I was like, I didn't even have to say anything. Like, when you get a good tattoo artist, they are really good. They're really attentive, and it just makes the experience so much better. So like sitting there with her for 6 hours didn't feel like 6 hours at all. Like, if you find someone, it doesn't feel like that. And because you're getting the tattoo done, like actually a lot of people, like I know my mother for example. I've been there once when she was getting a tattoo, and she doesn't look. I watch the tattoo get done. I feel like it makes me feel better if I can see where the pain is coming from. I don't know. I feel like that some people find that weird, but I find it helpful. But yeah, it didn't feel like 6 hours, so don't be put off by that. I would say that was one of the things I was most worried about, and it actually was just fine. It didn't feel like I was sat there for 6 hours. Whereas if I was at work for 6 hours, I would know it would feel longer. um, yeah, I mean, I only have my ears pierced, like my lobes pierced. I've considered getting um like a second lobe piercing in one of my ears, but I just haven't got around to it. Like my ears took so long to heal. Like both of them took over a year. And my left one is still it's only just basically fully healed now, and even now it's pretty much healed. It is pretty much healed. My right one is completely healed, and that's how I know my left one isn't completely healed, because it doesn't feel the same as my right. It still can get slightly like agitated if I move it around loads and I play with it too much. Lobe. It was lobe. I have both my lobes pierced, and I got them done. When did I get my ears pierced? When did I get my ears pierced? When did I get my ears pierced? When? Oh, my phone's having a moment. Hold on. When did I get my ears done? Uh, yeah, I think it's been about 2 years. I think it's 2026 now. I probably got them done in 2024, December 2024. And it took over a year for my right one to heal, and my left one is still nearly there, but not quite. Yeah, for some reason, my tattoos healed really well, like really well. and my skin holds the colour quite well in my tattoos. But my piercings, even though I've only got my low piercings done, they took such a long time to heal. And that's what's putting me off getting my second lobe piercing. Because I'm just like, can I be bothered to wait that long again? Because they were painful, I don't get me wrong, they were worse. I would say getting my ears pierced was worse than my tattoo. Depending on where my tattoo was. In a bicep, no, I'd get a piercing any day. But, hydrate? Okay, hold on. I mean, like, once the needle's in your ear, it's not that bad. But when it's being pushed through, it's like a burning sensation, isn't it? It's like a burning sensation. Once it's in, it's done. But it's that when they're putting the needle through your ear, that's what burns. At least that's what I experienced. Yeah, burning bit's not fun. It was just a pain. Because it took so long to heal. I was like, at what point do I stop cleaning it? Because I was like, I'm not going to clean it every day, twice a day for 2 years, if that's how long it's going to take to heal. Like, it got to a point where I was like, when can I stop cleaning this every morning and every night? Like, no, I didn't think it was normal healing time. It's making me a bit nervous for future, like, because I know I see a few surgeries in my future, and it's making me a bit nervous if my body takes that long to heal for an earlobe piercing. When I have surgeries in the future, what's gonna happen to me? They're like, oh yeah, six months healing time. Okay, so 5 years. Got it. All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, ears are weird. Ears are weird, man. And this is the weird part. Everyone's different. Maybe check with doctor. No, where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? You know, that's the interesting part about how everyone's like completely different, and like how your body reacts to certain things and heals is completely different to other people, and I find that really interesting. But no, personally, my ear piercings healed really slow. Really slow. I've actually got to order more earrings. Next to you. Next to you. Sorry, started reading my emails. Anyway, the next time we're gonna go live will be on Saturday, and it will be for the event. It'll be for the charity event, the fundraising stream. Yay, fundraising stream! I couldn't get my eyebrow done. Fuck that. That's a needle too close to my eyeball, and I just don't want it. And I'm alright. I'm alright about it. The only other the piercings I wanted done were my ears, my earlobes. So I've got them now, so I'm happy. Yeah, we got our fundraising stream for Point of Pride on Saturday. So something's happened with the charity stream, and I'm just gonna put it out there now. If you've seen any of my social media posts, you will know the team I am on is the red team. it consisted of me, Jez, and Nova. If you know those people, you should know Jez. I don't know if people know Nova. Nova has been on a few of my streams before. I think the most memorable time Nova's been on one of my streams was when we went on Utopia SMP and Nova was there. We have seen Nova before in other places, but that's probably the most memorable stream. Now, that was meant to be our team. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Nova has had to drop out. So now we are down to a team of 2, which is me and Jez. Some of the teams have 4 players. So most of the teams have 3. I think only one team has 4. So it might be me and Jez against the world. And if that happens, so be it. We are ready. We are prepared. I believe in us. Okay? I believe. Me and Jez are me and Jez are playing Hypixel tomorrow night together when I get home from work to practice building. We are going to practice because Jez is awesome at building. I am not at all good at building. So Jez wants me to have some practice. Which is not exactly what they said, but that's what I deduced from what they said. But I believe in us. They said they're gonna try recruit someone and shove someone else on our team. But if they don't, it's me and Jez against the world, baby. It's me and Jez against the world. So it should be quite interesting. I know the reason Nova dropped out, and it is completely understandable. And I wouldn't expect them to prioritize the charity stream over it. So I'm not at all like mad or annoyed that Nova's had to drop out, because the reason I just completely understand. But just so that we're all aware, we might be down to a team of 2, which just means you should come and support me and Jez even more. Just saying. Just saying. Disappointed if I lose. Well then, Cass, you're gonna have to be there to support, aren't you? You're just gonna have to be there to support. You're gonna have to get good, bud. Yeah, I am getting like increasingly excited about this event. I look forward to this event every year. And I know I said that, but I've only been a part of it last year and this year. But already, like after last year's event, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for next year. Just yeah, I do. Listen, I've seen so many of Jez's builds, and I am mesmerized every time Jez builds something. I just look at them, I just go, how? How did you do that? How did you make that? Like, I don't understand. And then there's me, who, I don't know, man. Most of when I build, I message Jez saying, Jez, please help. So if anybody's gonna be dragging down this team, if anyone's there for moral support, it's me. Okay? I'm there for mild comedic relief and moral support. Oh, be nice. I will mostly judge you rather than Philly. Yeah. On Saturday, if anything goes wrong, I already take blame. And it's not even happened yet. I already take blame for whatever goes wrong on Saturday. And oh my gosh, I feel like I didn't even talk about this. If you were part of my Discord server and you were there on Monday after stream ended, you would have seen a message that said, hold on, if you're not my Discord server, the message said, POV, you end stream, walk out your room to the smell of burning, and your roommate calls you downstairs to the microwave on fire. I feel like I need to address this message that I put in the Discord server. Because your boy now has a new microwave. And it was not through choice. Okay, so, little story time. I ended stream on Monday. And about 10-15 minutes before stream ended, I could smell what I thought was burnt toast. And that's how I knew my roommate was home. And that's why at the end of stream, I said, I think my roommate's home. I've got to go down and talk to them. Because I didn't know what we were having for dinner and I wanted to talk to them about that. And I also need to talk to them about a few other things. So I literally said on stream, I think my roommate's home. I'm going to end stream and I'm going to go talk to them. Because I thought I smelt burnt toast. Okay? So I finished yapping to you guys. I ended stream. I walk out onto the landing. Now, while my ending music was playing, I thought I heard my name. But I was like, every time I listened, I was like, no, I don't think I did. So I just continued going on my phone until my ending music had finished playing. I ended stream. I walk out onto the landing. I call my roommate's name. I say, hey. I just go, hey. And they're like, and then they shout my name again. And be like, yeah. And they're like, I've been yelling at you upstairs for the past 5 minutes telling you to get out the house because the microwave's on fucking fire. And I'm like, what? And I go bolting down the stairs. And I'm just like, what the fuck have you been doing? They were like, I tried to make jagged potatoes and then the microwave started smoking. They're like, microwave started smoking. I was like, so you kept it on? And they were like, well, yeah, because I wanted jagged potato. And I thought it was just, you know, it would make chicken jagged potato. I'd turn it off and then I just wouldn't use it again. We'd get a new microwave eventually. And I was like, right. So our microwave's on fire. And they're like, yeah. Yeah, our microwave's on fire. It's like, oh good. Oh good. Yeah. So basically, this microwave is basically like a family heirloom. Like, I have had, bear in mind, I'm 20. This microwave has been in my family before I was born. My father had this microwave before I was born. Then I yoinked it. I took it, went my microwave. I've put it in my house. And it's lasted all these years. And then yesterday, it, like, as soon as I stepped out onto the landing upstairs, I literally went, roommate, why do I smell burning? And they're like, I've been shouting at you for the past 5 minutes to get out the house because the microwave's on fire. And I was like, what the fuck have you been doing? I'm just trying to stream. So, moral of the story. No matter how much you want a jacket potato, if your microwave starts smoking, unplug the microwave and stop making jacket potato. But the jagged potatoes were really good and we did have them for dinner in the end. Oh, would you say worth it? I'd say kind of worth it. And then, like, my roommate kept the microwave on, and after it cooked the potatoes, that's when it cut out. Like, it cut out on its own. My roommate didn't even turn it off. My roommate didn't turn the microwave off. They didn't unplug it. They kept it going the whole time they were talking to me. It gave, exactly, that's what we said. It said it gave us a final meal. It made sure to finish the jacket potatoes before it just completely, like, tripped off and just wouldn't turn back on, which is understandable from the smell and the smoke it was giving off. Anyway, that microwave's now in my garden. It actually is in my garden, because I didn't want it in the house. So I said, we've got to put it in the garden. They're like, why? I was like, because if it decides to combust into flame randomly in the night, and we're upstairs and asleep, I don't want it in the house. And they're like, okay, yeah, fair enough. So it's now in the garden. And then I was like, do you want to go out and get a new microwave now? And they're like, no, I can't be bothered. And not like an hour later, not even an hour later, they shouted up the stairs saying, I'm going out. I was like, where? And they're like, get a new microwave. And I was like, you said you didn't want to go out and get a new microwave tonight. And then they went, oh, I'm bored. And then just walked out the door. And I was like, okay, shoes on, here we go. I was like, oh my god. Cannot live without microwave. Well, I just thought, if we don't get a new microwave, we're gonna need it, and we're gonna be like, oh my god, this is really annoying, we don't have a microwave. But now that we've bought a microwave, we haven't used it since we bought it. Like, it was gonna be one or the other, and it was gonna be dependent on whether we bought one or not. When you buy something, you don't need it. When you don't buy it, you need it. That's just the way it works. I just couldn't afford to die in a fire, not with this charity stream coming up, you know? After the charity stream, fine. Fine. You know what must be, what must be. But before the charity stream, no, can't do that. Can't be doing that. That would be disappointing. But no, so that's the explanation of that message after Monday's stream. And yes, I do have a new microwave, and yes, it is very nice. Yeah, dying must wait till next week at the yeah, exactly. So yeah, we just got to make it to Saturday. But until Saturday, we are going to actually end stream now. So thank you all for coming to stream today. Whether you stuck around for the entire stream or just a short part of it, I greatly appreciate you turning up either way. And I hope you all have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, depending on what time it is for you. Thank you for coming, Cass. Really appreciate the chat. Really appreciate the talk. It was a great time. But yeah, please make sure you all try to attend the charity stream. I know it's going to be a very long one. So even if you can't make it for the whole time, I'd appreciate even if you just turned up for 5 minutes. It would mean the world. This charity stream is really important to me and really important to a bunch of other people. And out of respect for the people that have put all the effort into making this happen, building the world, building the map, building everything that we're going to be using, and then have set it all up, out of respect for them, please just take 5 minutes to turn up. Just 5 minutes. Even if you can't afford to donate, just being there would just mean so much to all of us. But yeah, that'd be Saturday, 5:30, or yeah. But I'm gonna be live from 5:15, so 5:30, 5:15 BST. I'm gonna be live, and it's gonna be a really good time. But until then, I'm gonna love you and leave you all. I miss you all already, and I will see you all later. Fair and friends.